guys, it's your girl Stella Roberts, and I'm back with another video. Seen a lot of different moms, homeschooling moms, and some homeschooling dads talk about why they homeschool, and I also hear a lot of reasons why people choose not to homeschool. So I wanted to make a video just sharing with you guys my reasons why I homeschool, in hopes that it will kind of shed some light to those of you who maybe are thinking about it or who are just curious about what homeschooling even is. Or if you just love me and want to see what I'm up to and want to know a little bit more about me, then keep watching this video and you will learn 5 reasons why I choose to homeschool. The first reason is that as a believer, as a wife, as a mother, I believe that it is my role, my purpose, and my responsibility to raise up my child in the way that he should go, so that when he is older, he will not depart from it. In simple terms, homeschooling is the avenue that I've chosen to actively participate in the development and upbringing of my child and future children. It also helps me to fulfill a part of God's plan for my life. A lot of times, what happens when we go to public schools, and I was raised in a public school, what happens is that the child will spend more time at school with teachers and other children and students more than they'll spend time at home. And I remember my mother teaching me values and morals and values, and then I would go to school and they would teach me the opposite of what my mother would teach me. They would teach me that it's okay to hide certain things from my mom, that it's okay to, try drugs or, sex. And they would also teach, obviously, science, history, basic knowledge, which I am grateful for. But at the end of the day, I believe that morality is foundational, especially in this day and age where, we know that we are living in end times and the standard for righteousness has significantly decreased. Sin is being promoted, sin is being celebrated, it's being encouraged. And I just can't fathom handing off my responsibility to raise up my child to someone else in hopes that they will teach him what he needs to know in order to succeed, not just here on earth, but to enter into the gates of heaven. And I saw a really cool phrase from a homeschooling summit that I attended, and one of the teachings was titled Heaven or Harvard. And so the goal is really heaven more than it is Harvard. If my son decides he wants to grow up and be a lawyer, as long as he's doing God's will for his life, that is the most important thing for me. And so in order to accomplish that and to allow him to really grow and to, seek out the truth for himself and really nurture all of those things, I believe that it's best for me anyway to homeschool my son and my future children. The second reason why I homeschool is because of personalized curriculum. I don't know why I'm doing that. Personalized curriculum. Anyway, if we take a look outside, we'll see nature. We'll see the beauty of God's creation. We'll see, seasons changing. We'll see the world. We'll see created things, man-created things, buildings, cars, technology, engineering. I believe that this world is the best classroom for my child. And I don't agree with the style of sitting down in a classroom while every student has to learn the same thing at the same pace. Every person, every human being is unique, and I believe in personalized curriculum. I know that private schools can tailor a little bit more 2 children, they can specialize in like arts or music or languages or history and so forth. But I want to go the extra mile and devote my time, my energy, and my effort to personalizing my son's learning, and I can do that best through homeschooling. When I also look at, as I was saying earlier, the way that sin is being promoted in the world, I have to ask myself, and I believe every believer, every follower of Christ should ask themselves, is the world really who we want raising our children? We become like the person that we are following. That's why we have to imitate Christ. That's how we imitate leaders as they imitate Christ, like Paul said. Bad company corrupts good morals. Monkey see, monkey do. If I hang around a certain type of people, good or bad, I will adopt some of their mannerisms and ways, and I will become like them. And so I'm not saying that I don't want my family or my children to become like the world, but I'm also saying I don't want them to become like the world. And I think it's fair of me as a human being, as an individual, to say that I don't need other people telling me how to live my life or controlling how I think or even what I believe. That is my right as a human to believe and to teach my own children. So we choose the curriculum based on nature, natural inclinations, as well as adding in those basic points of knowledge like languages and math and art and some history and science, and of course the Bible. I want to say also that personalizing curriculum is also freedom for me to really tailor the learning to my child. And for me, that's really, really important. I want to nurture what he loves. I want to nurture what he's naturally good at so that he can excel rather than just becoming, a jack of all trades. I really want him to specialize in whatever it is, whatever avenue, whatever road it is that he chooses to take in the career force, especially as a man. Because he will be a man one day. My little baby. I could just hear his voice. Mommy, mommy. But one day he is going to grow up. He is going to become a man. And he's going to have to take care of his own family. And so we want to make sure that we give him all the tools and all the resources that he's going to need. We really want to fully equip him and not just leave that into the hands of someone else. The third reason why I've chosen, and my husband as well, have chosen to homeschool our children is because it is safe and secure. Especially right now during a pandemic, I think a lot of people are reevaluating the kind of lifestyles that they're living. A lot of people are adjusting and starting to look at running their own businesses from home. A lot of online businesses are being erected, as well as a lot of parents are pulling their children from school in order to homeschool because they're realizing the dangers, the health risks that they are taking by sending their children to school and by they themselves going out to work and so forth. And so I'm not worried too much about the pandemic and those kind of things, but I do believe that homeschooling is safe, it is secure. Our children are with who they know. They are, growing up with the people that God has chosen to raise them up. And I believe that since God chose us to parent and to raise him up, then he also equipped us with all the tools and the resources we need to infuse into his being so that when he grows up, he has everything that he needs. As his mother, I'll always have the time and the passion and the love to nurture him and to really meet him wherever it is that he's at. And sometimes teachers, when they have large classes, even if it's one teacher to 5 students or to 10 or to 15 or to 30 students, it can still be hard to always catch everyone's needs and to get to really know every child, every student. And so when you homeschool, you are homeschooling your child. You know your child and your child knows you. And so if your child is feeling, emotional or any other type of thing, then you'll be able to really be there for them in a way that goes deeper than just the surface. And so it's safe and it's secure, both physically and emotionally, as long as, of course, there's no abuse involved. When we are led by the Lord, we don't have to worry about, abuse and stuff like that. But I know that it is not the case for every family. And so you have to use discernment, obviously. You have to decide, is your home environment really the best place for your child? And for my case, it is. And so that's the third reason why we homeschool. The fourth reason why I homeschool is because it promotes a level of intimacy and hands-on attention. And so I get to spend all day with my son. I get to work on my home businesses, and when he is older, there's also many aspects of business that he'll be able to learn through seeing us work at a business or at businesses that we are building from the ground up, so that when he does get to that point in time, he can just fit right in to wherever he would like to, or start his own businesses if that is what's on his heart. Another really cool thing about being able to be intimate and really hands-on is that we get to work at our own pace, and we get to be flexible. We get to learn from anywhere in the world. We get to learn at any point in time of the day or of the week, and we're not limited to regular restrictions like Monday to Friday, 8 to 4 school schedule that has everything panned out, like recess and lunch times and snack times and exams. It's a lot more flexible. It's a lot more pliable, and we are able to really allow the Holy Spirit to lead us every step of the way. I also get front row seats to his development, and I get to rejoice at every accomplishment, at every milestone. I get to be there and not hear it from a teacher or hear it from someone else, but I'm the one that's there seeing all of these things and helping him to get to all of those places. And I believe that that builds a really solid bond of trust between us and with his father as well. And so for me, it's just super, super exciting. Which brings me to my last but not least, or my number 5 reason why I homeschool. And honestly, it's fun. It's super fun to, play all day with him, to teach him colors, to teach him numbers, to teach him in French or in English. It's just so much fun to see my son grow and to see him love to learn and to see him develop, and all of these things that I've talked about, including the activities, the field trips, the curriculum. I get to choose all of these things. I get to do the activities I always wanted to do as a kid. I get to go to the field trips that I always wanted to go to with my son and my husband. And I get to decide and even create the curriculum that we are going to do. And so it does give me a lot of control as well. But it is hard work. But most importantly, it's fun. And these are the reasons why I do it. These are the top 5 reasons why I homeschool. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope that you learned a little bit more about me and why I homeschool. You can let me know in the comments below why you homeschool or why you don't. You can let me know some questions that you might have, or whatever it is that you want to share with me. I love to hear from my viewers. You guys are my family. Most of you I know personally. And some of you I don't. And if I don't know you, introduce yourself. Send me a message. I'd love to talk. I'd love to chat. Let me know what your homeschool journey looks like, and if it looks like anything. And just remember that it's never too late to start. It's never too early. The timing is now. God bless you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.